Let me take this opportunity and greet everyone who will have access to this recording on this beautiful Sunday. Today, I want to talk about pride and unrealistic expectations that destroy us. Many people suffer because of how this world is structured. But some of us suffer because you are filled with pride, the number one sin, of thinking that we deserve an outstanding life. We become blind of our destructive attitudes, philosophies, fantasies, and habits that continue to destroy our lives and fill us with emptiness and darkness. We want big houses, fancy cars, expensive vacations, classy restaurants, expensive celebrations, expensive clothes, and classy education for our children. We want all of them at once, and we want them now. Yet we do not have highly paying jobs, we do not have profitable businesses, and we do not have outstanding careers. Furthermore, we do not have exceptional skills and intelligence that are needed in the market. So the question is, where are all these things going to come from? Because even if you are married or have a life partner, you may still not afford them unless you fall into the 2% or 1% of the working population. For an example, in the South African context, 2% is 290,000 people and 1% is 145,000 people of the 14.5 working population. The rest of us can only access such life through debts or little by little, through prioritization, sacrifice of pleasure, and discipline. Craving things that are above or higher than our economic class make us lose touch with reality, impose too much pressure on us and those around us, rips us off even the little that we have worked hard for, and pushes us to the edge of total collapse and even untimely death. We end up accumulating debts that suffocate our love, peace, creativity, and wisdom, leading us to deadly thoughts of lack and hopelessness. We lose joy and peace in pursuit of illusion and fantasies. We become bitter, grumpy, envious, chronically complaining and whining. We are always stressed, depressed, miserable, and feeling inadequate based on the fantasies we have created in our own heads. The illusion that made us think that we belong to the upper economic class. Like those who say, "Look at me, money is calling my name," or those who say, "I deserve better." No one deserves money or anything, but we are rewarded by chance or opportunity and the knowledge, hard work, and discipline we put under after getting opportunities. We reject the truth and ignore our realities in our pursuit of so-called happiness. We even rule out the idea or probability that we might never even afford those things for the rest of our lives, because there is always a high chance that your life will be ordinary and not extraordinary. To be honest, choosing life of simplicity is wisdom, because there is less maintenance, less stress, less expectations, less conflict, and less cruelty and deception. No risk of owing taxes and unaffordable debt installments. Here I'm talking about choosing simplicity when you have access to debts that can make you create an illusion of the life you want. I call it an illusion because if it is not fully paid, it is an illusion and not a reality. If you lose your job, then what? If your business fails, then what? Because businesses fail and jobs are lost, and some of these things never come back. If we are unrealistic about life and have unreasonable expectations, we become bitter envious, selfish, manipulative, and even cruel to ourselves and others. Because we begin to speak grossly and disgustingly about our own lives and the lives and achievements of others. These things create enmity and hostility within families and destroy harmony in relationships. What makes us think that suddenly in a jungle such as economic world, we belong to 2 or 1% of the working population that have an outstanding life? Whereas in our homes, classes, and communities, where we live with people from similar environment and background as ours, we have not been in the top 1% or top 10% of the class and economic structures. Again, it doesn't mean that if a girl from our school or street who perhaps was getting lower marks than us, since she has a beautiful life, then we deserve it or deserve better. No, life doesn't work like that. In life, we get time and chances. The rest is on how we use our time and those chances. I return and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor the bread to the wise, nor riches to men of understanding, nor favor to men of skill. Time and chance happen to them all, says Solomon in Ecclesiastes 9:11. Maybe she's outstanding now because she took her time seriously. She honored her chances. She created a plan about her life and executed it with patience. Perhaps she's more patient, disciplined, and calmer than us. We know how impatient we are, how we lack discipline. We know our grumpiness, hasty, irritability, and unending complaints, and overwhelming desire for things even when we go down. From these, no good come out. There is no good career, no profitable business, and no peaceful family can build upon these things. Others will say maybe she slept with someone, that's why she has an outstanding life. Maybe he is corrupt, that's why he has a profitable business. Then if you think their life is outstanding and worthy to be envied, after you suspect they used sex and corruption to get it, then you are as immoral and corrupt as them when you envy their life. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but always be zealous for the fear of the Lord. There is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off, says Solomon, Proverbs 23:17-18. We become sad, hopeless, completely lose our relationship with God and spirit and other people, and remain with the name that we're His children when we envy things and other people have and seem to not get them. I usually warn people who are envious and are not ashamed of it, that when you envy someone's lives or things, if they suffer from cancer or other chronic diseases, or suffer depression or heart disease, or their partners cheated or bullied them along the way of building the life that you envy, then you envy the entire package and you deserve all of it. Because envy is condemned, for it makes people cruel without even noticing themselves. Cain was angry at God and Abel, and even killed his brother Abel, for he was craving the same respect and recognition, even though his offering was not outstanding as that of Abel, but below average. So let us slow down, clear our heads, get off our high horses, and be humble and realistic. Also, it is not good for the soul to be without knowledge, and he sins who hastens with his feet, says Solomon in Proverbs 19:2. To simplify the last part of this verse, speed kills. So if we are hasty and we can't delay gratification, which simply means we want all things and we want them now, then we will miss the way and unfortunately we won't be successful. Let us be patient. Let us live a simple life while improving our knowledge, understanding, skills, and earnings. There is nothing wrong with that. It is also not wrong to die without a house you want, the vacation you want, the brands you want. But it is wrong to live a miserable, grumpy, ungrateful, complaining life, and a life that speaks grossly about yourself and others while on your way to success, because you will never reach it. Such people never reach success despite the knowledgeable people around them and resources that can shape their lives. This is because their minds are filled with clutter and their hearts are filled with darkness and emptiness. Do not be hostile and search for excuses and defenses when you hear this message, or when you are confronted with the truth that exposes your darkness. Instead, introspect your life, learn, change, and grow. Those who teach or share with you are not trying to undermine you or to look better than you. They have a life to live. But they are trying to recruit you to a team that will travel together with them towards a successful future. A life of simplicity and discipline is a lonely journey in a world of materialism. In a life movie displayed on social media, in the world where even ordinary are punished and rejected by ordinary and below average people. You need others to support you to do the right thing. But don't be afraid to be rejected and walk alone. We have bent our fingers due to the fear of rejection and disapproval by other people. Let us be humble, because humility is the foundation of a good life, peace, love, and success. Humility can enable us to delay gratification or pleasure in order to work towards a good life. Our lives might not be good or outstanding, but at least we would have lived to the best of our ability, with less suffering. We will also have a clear plan for our future and that of our children. Others are still wishing a good life for their children, yet whenever they earn something, it is about them. It is about compensating their kids with materialism. It is not about good future for their children, but a shiny moment. We don't wish a good life for our children, but we build one. By knowing that once we bring children to this world, we have given ourselves the greatest responsibility through which we will account in this life and the life to come. I'm not addressing this topic from the position of perfection. I also do not have an outstanding life. I get distracted on my way like other people. I've bent my fingers at some point and I keep moving forward, because it is when I do something that my life will change. Not when I throw my hands in the air, complain and blame the world, economy, other people, but myself. So I don't have an outstanding life. Maybe I'm no longer interested in an outstanding life, but I'm interested in a purposeful, peaceful, patient, sufficient, and calm life. I want a purposeful life because it is easy to maintain. It allows us to live below our means and within our needs. It doesn't take much from our body, mind, and soul, except the hard work and knowledge we need to keep living, to keep thinking, and to keep earning. This is the life I'm now intending to live until my days are cut off from the face of the earth. Patience and discipline are key on our journey to a pure soul, to success and financial freedom. That's why we need to travel with people who value discipline and not see discipline and patience as punishment, but as the foundation of a purposeful life. A purposeful life might not be filled with materialism and outstanding ornaments, but health, sanity, and peace of mind. Your tribe should be the people who value sanity, calmness of the soul, goodness of the heart, and the peace of mind more than pleasure, money, and materialism. If you tell me that a sane mind, calm soul, goodness of heart, and peace of mind does not bring happiness, Show me one person who is envious of materialism and greedy for money, but happy and living a good life. So let us accept reality and stay humble while we are working on bettering our lives. These things command and teach. Meditate on these things. Give yourself entirely to them, that your progress may be evident to all. Take heed of yourself and the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this, you will save both yourself and those who hear you. To encouraging, strengthening those who want to walk in this life, so that at least we may stay with a pure soul, good heart, while we are striving to make our lives better. Thank you. God bless you all. The verse that I concluded with was 1 Timothy chapter 4, 11, 15, and 16. Thank you so much. Amen.